the postman of lost letters, a message never sent. Not every letter arrives on time. Some wander lost, adrift in the ephemeral currents of forgotten moments, carried by unseen winds to unknown shores. Some stand still, caught in the amber glow of a past that stubbornly refuses to yield, their messages frozen in time, waiting for a thaw that may never come. And then there are those letters, the most poignant of all, whose sender and receiver may have long since departed this mortal realm, their breaths exhaled into the vast, echoing silence of eternity, their earthly journeys complete. Yet, despite the chasm of time and the veil of absence, there is one who dedicates his existence to seeking out these whispers of yesteryear, these lingering echoes of unspoken words, these fragments of souls yearning for connection. He is the postman of lost letters, a nameless figure, an unseen presence, a profound enigma existing only in the periphery of human awareness, a mere whisper carried on the wind, a fleeting shadow in the corners of one's eye. He is not registered in any official directory, nor does he wear a uniform adorned with insignia. His true emblem is merely the quiet, profound understanding that some messages, born from the deepest recesses of the human heart, yearn desperately to find their way home, even across the vast, insurmountable chasm of time and the profound sorrow of absence. He is, in essence, a ghost of purpose, a silent, dedicated curator of hearts unburdened, a tender steward of destinies deferred. He possesses an uncanny ability to read the ancient envelopes, left in dusty, forgotten mailboxes, their edges softened and worn by countless years of neglect, their paper brittle with the untold stories they contain, waiting patiently for a touch. With a gentle reverence, he retrieves the crumpled notes that have slipped between sofa cushions. Lost to the everyday currents of hurried lives, their ink faded to a spectral whisper, but their sentiments stubbornly enduring, vibrating with an unseen energy. Within these fragile relics, these tangible echoes of forgotten lives, he discerns the intricate tapestries of human emotion, the delicate yet resilient threads of connection that refuse to break, even when stretched across decades. He feels, with an empathetic intuition, the profound weight of a lover's unsent farewell, a letter penned with the trembling hand of impending separation, the words of goodbye held back by an agonizing cocktail of fear, hope, and an overwhelming sense of incompleteness. He understands the silent, aching plea in a father's hastily scribbled apology, a note never delivered, its regret, hanging heavy and palpable in the still air, a silent burden carried unspoken through years of silence. He finds, with a somber recognition, the tender confessions intended for a life that was never born, dreams and aspirations whispered to the void, a poignant, silent symphony of potential unrealized, of love with no physical object. In every single one of these letters, in every fragile scrap of paper, in every faint impression of ink, there truly resides a heart that lingered, a feeling, a thought, a moment suspended in the timeless ether, waiting with an eternal patience for its true recipient, to finally embrace it, to finally allow its message to complete its long, arduous journey. He never makes eye contact with the intended recipient. His presence is a fleeting shadow, a gentle, almost imperceptible breeze, a whisper that barely ruffles the air, leaving only a faint impression of something profound having passed by. He is the quiet orchestrator of destiny, a silent, ethereal conduit for emotions that yearn for release, for words that crave completion. He simply, quietly, and with an almost spiritual devotion, leaves the letter. Sometimes it rests on a dew-kissed windowsill at the tender cusp of dawn, illuminated by the first hesitant, hopeful rays of light, a silent, shimmering testament to a new, unexpected beginning, a fresh opportunity for understanding. Other times it is placed with a soft, almost imperceptible touch on a bedside table in a quiet hospital room, a beacon of solace in the sterile, unforgiving confines of illness, a soft, comforting touch from a world beyond, a gentle reminder that even in suffering, connection endures. He moves with a grace that is both ephemeral and profoundly purposeful. His steps, leaving no discernible trace on the earth, his singular mission defined by the profound, often life-altering impact of his unseen acts. He is the silent promise of long-awaited closure, the gentle, guiding nudge towards deep and meaningful healing, the quiet, satisfying resolution of a story that, until his intervention, had yearned eternally for its final, liberating chapter. Among the countless letters he carries within his ancient, worn leather satchel, each one carefully preserved and protected as if it were a fragile piece of glass, there is one that he has held onto the longest, a burden and a treasure intertwined within the labyrinth of his own existence. It is the one letter he has yet to deliver, the one message that remains eternally within his keeping, a profound secret, whispered only to the echoes of his own heart. It is his own letter, a poignant testament to his own lingered heart, a profound, unaddressed epistle that speaks volumes of his deepest desires, his quiet, persistent yearnings, his own untold story, waiting for the right moment, the right connection, the right recipient. Its ink remains vibrant, its words resonate with an unyielding, almost palpable power, for it is a reflection of the very essence of his being, a secret held intimately close to his soul, a truth awaiting its full, glorious revelation. It is the narrative of his own silent journey, a journey that began with an unspoken departure and continues with a relentless, purposeful quest, a quest for a destination that is both external and deeply internal, a sacred space where his own lingered heart might finally find its repose, its eternal resting place, its ultimate peace. And so, the postman of lost letters continues his silent vigil, a timeless figure moving with an almost ethereal grace through the intricate, often melancholic tapestry of human existence, meticulously mending the fractured narratives of hearts untold, weaving new threads of connection where old ones have frayed. He embodies the profound and often overlooked truth that some words, once conceived in the crucible of emotion, are destined to find their way, regardless of the daunting barriers of time or the opaque veil of absence. His entire journey is a profound allegory of the enduring, unbreakable power of human emotion, a silent, moving testament to the undeniable fact that love, regret, longing, and forgiveness can transcend even the absolute boundaries of life and death, finding solace and completion in the quiet, compassionate act of delivery. He is a shepherd of lost souls, guiding their unspoken words to their rightful homes, completing circles that were once broken, bringing light to shadows that once held pain. His existence is a beacon of hope in a world too often rushed and forgetful, a reminder that every word, every feeling, every unexpressed sentiment holds its own profound weight and its own unique destiny. His old, faithful bag still bore the weight of one last, precious letter, and its recipient still resided, a quiet, persistent presence, somewhere deep within the vast, echoing chambers of his heart, waiting for the day their paths might finally, inevitably, intertwine. A story yet untold, a destiny yet to be fulfilled.